here from the Anoa Lagoa Arena in Akwesasne to see the Akwesasne Wild start their journey in the brand new Eastern Ontario Northern Premier Hockey League. That's how fresh and new this is, folks. The Northern Premier Hockey League starts their journey in a brand new league, brand new teams. They're up to 25 teams now, and Akwesasne being one of them, formerly the Glengarry Pipers. For myself and James, this is our third season being a part of the Northern Premier Hockey League, and we are ecstatic to bring you as much hockey action as possible. And we want to thank the Akwesasne arena staff for all their help getting us to go live here, hardwired. And for James and I, this is all about passion and love for not only the game of hockey, but bringing you, the fan, the best experience possible if you can't be here in the arena. We started out with Justin Allery just doing the Frontenac Phantom games, and that leaked into doing Tweed and Barry's Bay, Deserano, Gananoque, and from there it's just sparked into partnering with the league, and we couldn't be more thrilled and honored to be a part of this brand new journey here in the Northern Premier Hockey League, and we hope you enjoy it at home. But all that wonderful sad stuff aside, that heartwarming stuff, we have a hockey game for the legends at home that love great hockey. Akwesasne starting their journey, trying to pave their way and show the rest of the league that this is a hockey team you need to fear. This is a hockey team you need to bring your best every single second of the 60 minutes against the North Dundas Rockets, who have won 3 of 4 championships the last 4 years, and looking for a back-to-back again with an even more potent hockey club, adding on some big names. They lost Michael McNamee and bring on Brock Higgs as well from the Gananoque Islanders. They look to retool, reshape. Their back end is bigger. Still have Matt Jenkins, considered one of the best goaltenders the NPHL has ever seen, will be in net. So a huge test for Akwesasne. If they can come out and put on a great performance here at home, they're going to show their fans that they are a big-time hockey club here in the NPHL. So for myself and James, we'll be right back and bring you the pregame and a lot of the trades and a lot of the new stuff that's coming and that's happened here in the NPHL over the off-season. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back. from new beginnings to the beginning of a dynasty. Akwesasne brand new, as we said, to the brand new Northern Premier Hockey League. And look at those beautiful shiny chrome helmets Akwesasne has here at the Anoa-Logoa Arena here in Akwesasne. They'll take on, as I said, looking to continue their dynasty. Yeah, and zoom in on all that stuff too, son. They have everything here. A beautiful light show. That smoke that you see right now is actually from their smoke machines here. They put on an incredible show. It's a beautiful arena, and you should come down and get some a taste of this excellent action here in the Northern Premier Hockey League, where we have former NHLers, former high-end hockey players from Europe, AHLers. It really is a semi-professional hockey league, and those are beautiful jerseys, let me tell you, from Akwesasne. I've always loved the Rockets jerseys, but I've always loved North Dundas, but Akwesasne's, I've never seen them before. They are really sharp looking. But the Rockets in the last 4 seasons have won 4 championships. 4. I've been to the final, for 4. They've won 3 of them, brought them back to Chesterville. And they're looking to go back-to-back for the second time in 5 seasons. They took on the Smith Falls Ritos, which we will have for you. James put a highlight package together for you of last season's 8-7 thrilling game, a victory over Smith Falls out there in that beautiful Smith Falls Memorial Arena. And a beautiful beginning, folks. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better Saturday, especially it being on a Saturday night. That's when hockey is at its best. And we have it all here for you from a brand new hockey club looking to cement their way into this league. The league has gotten better, it's gotten bigger, and it's gotten even more exciting. There's a few guys from the NHL, as I brought up in the opening. One of them, Durham, they signed the Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickle, as he spent most of his career as a member of the Chicago Blackhawks with a 1-year stint with the Carolina Hurricanes. He's a Bowmanville native, and he suited up for nearly 400 NHL games and scored 66 goals while adding 70 assists. And Bickle won the Stanley Cup for Chicago in 2013, 15, and 2010. And he was a catalyst for them throughout the entire season that he was with them, and then he was moved on to the Hurricanes in 2016, 2017. The other one is, good to see you, my man. Great to see you. As he moved on to that there. And then the other one, Brandon Prust. He's committed to playing for the Strathroy Jets during the 2025-26 season. The London native has played nearly 500 games in the NHL for the Flames, the Rangers, the Canadiens, and the Vancouver Canucks. The tough forward ended his professional career in Germany and won a Memorial Cup with the London Knights in 2005. Most recently was the head coach of the London Nationals of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. That is a taste of what's been added to the league. And for the North Dundas Rockets, I'm pretty sure I have it here somewhere. They have added some star-studded players, and I'll tell you, with Michael McNamee not with the Rockets anymore, the question is, can the new signings of Ben Blasco and Brock Higgs be the additions they need to fill the massive void? They found themselves in the same situation last season, losing 2 key players in Brett Gustafson and Ryan Lau. But that didn't stop the Rockets from having another dominating season on their way to their 3rd championship, as I've said, in 4 seasons. They are a team that adapts and finds a way to acquire people who will play and buy into the system and culture surrounding their storied franchise and skilled enough to become an impact player right away. That's a couple of the signings. We'll have a lot of them over the course of this broadcast because this league has changed a lot. If you've been following over the offseason, you know that there is a lot of new faces, but not only that, a lot of new faces for a lot of new teams, but the new teams are, there's a lot of them. The names, we'll just bring them off to you if you haven't seen it on the NPHL site. It's the Shawville Pontiacs taking over for, the Tamworth Sabres, who are once the Frontenac Phantoms, the Durham Hawks, the Wellington County Royals, the Halton Hills Coyotes, Orangeville Blitz, Six Nation Ironmen, Woodstock Lakers, Alvinston Killer Bees, Stratford Irish,
Tilbury Bluebirds, and the Strathroy Jets. Those are the names of the brand new teams in this brand new league, and Joshua Rollins and John Zink are just, they are incredible. They could not wait for the season to start because, I mean, with all this new stuff coming on, they really just wanted to see the product right from the shelf. And I will tell you, folks, there's no better place than right here in Akwesasne to get this started against these two incredible franchises. And this arena, I'm telling you, the amount of stuff that's been going on around this arena before I got here, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, the arena itself looks beautiful, but they must have had 9 people in orange coats running around, all staff members, making sure that this game was going to run perfectly. They were incredibly supportive for me and James, trying to get us all the information that we needed and all of the stuff to make us technically sound so that we can get this game off and running. Your 2 goalies tonight, I can almost guarantee that it's going to be Matt Jenkins for the North Dundas Rockets, but for Akwesasne, it's either going to be Corey Garrow, who is a stellar goaltender. He as well. Both goalies are all-stars from last year's all-star game, or Romain Frederick. But I'm thinking that it's going to be Corey Garrow, and he'll try and pave his way to be the #1 goaltender here in Akwesasne. He did a great job last season. He was also with the South Stormont Mustangs as well for a short period of time, and he moved over to Glengarry as well near the, I think it was right at the trade deadline or right at the All-Star game. It was one or the other, and he did an incredible job for them as well. So I just wanted to pull up really quickly Romain Frederick. I can get some information on him, because Corey Garrow was a guy that a lot of you definitely know about. He was in 23-24 when he played for the Pipers and had quite a few games. Then he went to Manotick and then back to Glengarry. So we hope that you're all excited, and just as much as we are here at home, because it's a special place to be here. If you're a part of this, wonderful league. A lot of people call it Senior A hockey, and I think that's its official name, but I call it semi-professional. It's a lot of high-octane hockey. And like I say, these guys are not coming out for a little beer league skate. They're not coming out just to have a muck-around game. No, they are looking to do damage to the other team on the score sheet and in between the boards. Around the league and the out of town this evening, there's 3 other games on the sked. Deserono Bulldogs will open up their season in Westport against the Lumberjacks, and the Wellington County Royals will get their brand new life here in the NPHL. That'll be off and running against the Tamworth Sabres, and the Pagan Falls Rapids against the South Grenville Rangers. The teams have moved around as well in their divisions and in their conferences as well. And as the excitement builds throughout this game and this season moves along and people jockey for positions, it'll be even more exciting to see where everyone lands. So we hope that you'll share the stream and get more people involved and see this great hockey action, because you're definitely seeing legends in the making. Yeah, so some tales of the tape and some stories that can follow along in this game. One thing will Matt Jenkins continue his incredible run as well as I say, one of, if not the best goaltenders that have ever been here in the NPHL. His record is unbelievable. In his 4 seasons, he's 52 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. And that's all in this league that contributed to 3 championships, as I've said, in 4 years. And there's been no question he's been the most consistent goalie in the league. And we'll see if he can carry that over to this brand new season here in the NPHL 25 and 26. And as I say, both teams want to get off to a good start. North Dundas, they didn't lose their first game until game 20 when they lost their final game of the season 6-3 to the Manotick Mariners, and that ended their bid for a perfect season, but they went on to go 11-1 in the playoffs. So getting out to a strong start, that's very key, not only for North Dundas. You know, one loss could be big for them if they were to lose to Akwesasne here in the opening game, because that may be a shock to the system. But with the core group that they have over there, and the coaching staff, management, everybody supporting them, their fan base in Chesterville is second to none. You know, that's one key that they have, but they're not looking for a loss here. Derek Froats, again, the captain for this season. And, you know, for Akwesasne, you know, they have a wonderful fan base here as well. And they would like to get out to a great start as well and showcase what they have to offer and show the fans this is why you come to the arena. This is why you want to support this great franchise. And a good physical start to the game would be incredibly smart. And we'll, bend those sticks as far as they can before they break. Meet each player into the corner as much as you can. And one huge thing between these two teams is this could be the start of a rivalry. I mean, I've seen a lot of the clips online, and Akwesasne is no slouch. I mean, they like to hit. They like to, they're a fast club. Some great shooters on their hockey team as well. And goaltending will be at a premium. Corey Garrow, brand new start coming over from Glengarry. I talked to the owner today, and he is incredibly excited to be in this new arena. They have, you know, a massage room, and the facilities here are absolutely incredible here in Akwesasne. So, you know, it's definitely not a second-tier arena. It's First Nations right through and through. I really honestly believe the goaltending is going to be a huge factor in this one as well. Corey Garrow, as I said, is a great goalie, and Matt Jenkins. And, you know, you can have all the firepower that you want in the lineup and the greatest defense, but both of those could falter. You know, both, you know, you start hitting posts, your defense has a little trip up, what have you. You've got to have great goaltending back there to stop the flood, stem the tide, and both clubs have that. So we are in for an incredible hockey game. We appreciate you tuning in and coming along for the ride as the great season of the Northern Premier Hockey League gets underway here from Akwesasne. 5 p.m. start in about 15 minutes. After the pre-skate, like I say, James will have the clip he put together of that 8-7 victory of the Rockets over Akwesasne. And it was an incredible, exciting game. The Rockets were actually out to quite a lead in that game as well. And, you know, looked like it was over, to be honest with you. It looked like the game was over. And Smith Falls does. They are not a team that likes to go away quietly. They're a hard fought. We've watched a lot of their games. We did a lot of their broadcasts last season, especially definitely in the playoffs we did. And took a lot of heart and soul to beat out Barry's Bay, who we followed up until Smith Falls beat them out. And Smith Falls beating Gananoque, I mean, that was a test. Again, for anybody just tuning in, they are no longer in the NPHL. A lot of their players dealt off to other teams. And speaking of that fact, North Dundas, their biggest move in the offseason was signing two of the best players on the market with the loss again, Ben Blasco and Brock Higgs. Higgs was born in my hometown of Kingston, Ontario, where he played for the Kingston Voyageurs, and in 97 games he recorded 50 goals and added 64 assists. The most recently in his 4 seasons with Gann, he scored 51 goals in 34 games and added 55 assists. Remarkable numbers, and he was a key asset to the Islanders' run to their championship in 23-24. Ben Blasco, another Kingston native, played 4 seasons with the Islanders, where he scored 44 times and added 61 assists. He's a force every time he's on the ice, and for North Dundas, it was a perfect fit for him. And add a player of his caliber after losing their leader, Michael McNamee, it had to have been incredibly difficult. And not only that, I mean, they beefed up their blue line as well, adding 3 big defensemen, Cam Bakar, Adam Barkley, and Christian Jolly, number 43, out there on the ice. They're incredible players, and all three are considered to be reliable, high-quality defensemen, and should add to the already tough and stingy back end for the returning champs. And a new member of their coaching staff, Brandon McIntyre, and he's known to the team as Mackey. He was a fantastic player for the Oshawa Generals in 2001, following 3 seasons with the Cumberland Grads, where he recorded 161 points in 143 games. So a lot that North Dundas has added to their arsenal, and let me tell you, for a team that's so high-powered, they really don't need to be loading up. But I mean, the players that they have, it's just a system that they play that I've noticed over the games we've covered them, that it's a fail-safe for them. They they all toe the same rope. There is no one guy on their club. They play a hockey system and brotherhood mentality that you definitely want as an owner, as a GM, and definitely as a coach, because your job depends on it. And yeah, I really see North Dundas doing some big things this year. From the look of this warm-up and what I've seen, the Wild look to be doing some incredible things as well over this season, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. As I say, so does James as well. And it looks like we already have a score. The earlier game here, Deserano Bulldogs, as they take on Westport. I mean, they beat Tamworth in a preseason game. We had that game. We weren't able, we showed it to you, but the stream wasn't incredibly great. James found a way to uncorrupt the live stream, and so we'll be able to try and bring that up for you in the coming days. But it was a 12-0 win, and really, I mean, they're beating Westport right now 3-0. Goals by Johnny Hill from Verbeek and Luke Brown. Zach Masterson getting his first of the season from Ironberg and Luke Brown, and Austin Matthews from Ethan Cohen's into that one. No penalties called in the first period as well, and that'll be a big thing going forward for both sides. And for Deserano, you know, they started goaltender Corey Kuipers. He stopped all 9 shots that he's faced. On the other side, it's Jordan Hordachuk for Westport. So we'll keep you updated on all the scores around the league. Our game's at 5. Sabres and Royals will just be getting started when we are going off the air, as that starts at 7 o'clock, and the Rangers and Rapids will start at 7:30. We won't be able to bring you any of that, but we'll definitely be able to give you the final score of the Lumberjacks and the Bulldogs. Looks like they're starting to leave the ice now, and once they're all clear, we'll send you to that clip of the finals. But just as a programming note, we will be in Barry's Bay, Madawaska Valley, to see the Wolves play, and we're really looking forward to that one. We wanted to thank Barry's Bay for having us out there next weekend for their first home game as they take on the Iron Prior Rivermen for the first time in their franchise history. And we are really looking forward to that. My wife will be on hand for that one. My son has an engagement, some of the endeavors that he's looking into right now, and we will not be along for the ride on that one. He's going to have to teach us how to do all the incredible stuff that he does here. And for Akwesasne, we're talking about former NHLers, the Wild, the Akwesasne Wild signed former NHLer Max Sauvé of the Boston Bruins in the offseason. He played 160 games for the Providence Bruins, scoring 44 times and adding 45 assists, and had an even plus-minus. A high-quality hockey player, and he will fit in perfectly what the Wild are trying to accomplish this season. The Wild also acquired Greg Gibson and Lucas Roy from the Manotick Mariners in exchange for cash considerations. Gibson had 7 goals and 7 assists in his 4 games for the Mariners. And for the South Grenville Rangers and Cornwall Prowlers, he had 37 goals and added 38 assists in only 24 games. Another big signing for the club. Roy 6'3", 201-pound defense. He'll add power that they will need on the back end, and they also Wild trade John Emanatis for Dylan Clement and Adam Winsink and Dylan Stacy. So we love you tuning in, folks. We're going to bring you right now to that highlight package, and we'll be right back for the game between Akwesasne Wild and the North Dundas Rockets here on NPHL Central. Don't go anywhere. Wanting a penalty early, thrown into the corner for Beasley. Witzel, Costello, Devon, and Spencer Cobbled out there for the Ritos. Walsh trying to force him along the wall, and Mott giving it off to Caron with McNamee tapping his stick up the middle. He has a chance! He scored! Smith falls! Spencer Cobbled, a turnover in the slot, and you can't do that to 23. Corner, out comes Jenkins. Play that one. Chopped off his stick around to the other side, in front of the net. And I think Jenkins might have got a piece of that one to the blue line, and a huge hit by Costello. But away is Froats on goal. Scores! Derek Froats, the captain, brings the Rockets to their feet as I squeak my way through that one. It's 1-1 on B. Knocked down by the Ritos in a stick lift. Chance again, into the slot, and Slack met him, they score! They make it 2-1, and who is it but the captain, Derek Froats, again, his second of the game, and it's 2-1 Red Rockets. Looking for the shot, but Lau is there, blocking that into the slot again, and a great defensive play by the Rockets. Bennett looking over to Townsend, he'll move it over to Spencer Cobbled again. Shoots it through, scored! What a goal! And Spencer Cobble with two. It's a tie game once again. Trying to get it out of the zone, but the Ritos are on that too quick. But they will, in the end, flip pass over, they're in the zone. Wool shoots and scores! He's got a laser, and I think he used the D as a screen. It's 3-2 Rockets. Early on in the second. Good play there by Sloan to knock him off stride. It's out of the zone again. 20 seconds left. Witzel taking his time. Coming in across the blue line. Knocked off his stick. Chipped up through center. And a 4-on-2 embrace. McNamee cross. Ripped a shot and he scored! What a shot! And what a goal! 11:08 left in the second. They've broken up a 2-goal lead. In the net and around to Sprague. He's being met by Mac. Maybe he made a beauty move on him. A shot here would be perfect. Back to Nathan Slack and a turnover, and a 2-on-1 ensues. And a break for Caron. Walking in, Caron. Nice move around and a goal! What a pass! Fabian Watch keeps rolling, and the Rockets are red hot with a 5-2 lead. Long passes, they're not working.
No, they aren't. And you know, the Rockets, you know, they recognize that. Like they have their head up ice the entire time. And look at this.
McNamee scores! What a pass! The forecheck was incredible. Found him in the slot, and the Rockets are up by 4. Shift by North Dundas, but when you get the opportunity, change it up. Moore's both D, they're going off.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah. Smart hockey, championship style hockey. Through the middle of the ice, and it's Tate Leeson, a shot, he scored! Tate Leeson there cut the lead in half. It's 6-3, and the life has been injected back into this arena. Pass to the blue line, and out. Baker knocked off his stick, they'll turn it around. Theo Todd, how's she going? Pretty nice, they score! Wow, what a great play, and they're back in this one, down by 2 with 13. One back by Costello, clean to Leeson, laser shot, Costello, over, score! They're down by 1, get the rally caps on, the Ritos are not done yet. Oh my word.
And like the word of Mr. Bull, holy Dinah.
Indeed. Help from Devon Cobble, hits the official. He'll get inside the zone to the Rockets tape. Nice short pass to get out of the zone, drilled in behind the net. Too hard of a play even for Dallas Slack to knock down. Nevins can't make the play, but Ward will! And Ward will score! They increase it by 2, and it's 7-5 Rockets. Along the wall, knocked down by Beveridge to the blue line and kept in Costello. Shovels it along to Spencer Cobbled. Back to Costello. He'll shoot it towards the net. Knocked down in front and a chance. Spencer shoots. It's knocked down again. Can they put it home? They do! The Ritos have made it a game once again. They're down by 1 with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Listen to that crowd. Unbelievable. I'm going to.
Important reminders, children must be supervised at all times. Unsupervised children are not permitted in the arena. No running or horseplay is allowed. For everyone's safety, especially with the possibility of moisture on the floors, please avoid these activities inside the arena. Please note the emergency exits. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the nearest emergency exits. In case of emergency, thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. Also, be
Straddling the intersection of international borders and provincial boundaries on both banks of the St. Lawrence River is where we find ourselves located for the start of the brand new season of the Northern Premier Hockey League, and not only that, the beginning of the Akwesasne's journey through the NPHL as one of the new 13 teams added to the league. With all that separates this beautiful land, the thing that Akwesasne and NPHL have in common is their people consider themselves to be one community. They strive to stick together and be there for each other, just like the NPHL. We are and always will consider the NPHL to be our league, our home. And the brand new journey starts tonight, Saturday night hockey in the best league in Ontario and into Quebec. Hello, everyone. I'm Billy Bowl alongside my trusted colleague and son, James Bowl, who will be doing all the technical aspects you'll see this evening and adding some color as well. We are honored to bring you this game between the defending champions, North Dundas Rockets, and the Akwesasne Wild. James, got any color to add to the beginning of this game?
They're still doing something.
Never mind, they're still doing something. Let's try it again, folks. Hello again. NPHL Central live from the Analagoa Arena here in Akwesasne. North Dundas visiting the Akwesasne Wild for their first game. And check out those helmets, folks, for the Akwesasne Wild. They are something to behold. Shiny silver indeed. Can you hear it now, Kira? I hope you can. If you can't, please let us know in the chat. My wife. All right, folks, opening face-off. First, of the Akwesasne Wild season ever in the NPHL, the first of possibly a back-to-back championship for the Rockets, and we are underway. Jolly knocked down early by Stevie Ray Adams through center, and a big hit given back by the Rockets, and it's flipped out of play. If you notice, folks, on the boards there, the windows are completely fogged up, and so James has been messing around trying to get the camera high enough so that we can see each end of the ice, and I hope that it is visually appealing for you at home, but we'll see. Start again, Jolly dumping it in around the boards and into the corner. Go the Rockets, trying to force the issue. Looking back in behind the net. Caron bodied against the wall, and the hitting has started early. Along the wall, and the scrum continues, trying to throw it back in behind the net, and it goes. Forecheck by the Rockets. Jolly shoots it through, and it's blocked. Back to the point, Kusherik fakes the shot, throws it into the corner, and Ty Terrence behind the net. And start Akwesasne's first rush up the ice. Through center. Pass hits the tape of Adams. Adams in, knocked off the puck, and throw it in behind the net and make a change. Baker running along to the half wall and trying to move it out through center. And they will. Baker, the slip pass, the shot, a nice save there by Corey Garrow. The first ever for the Wild. Thrown through center and kicked up in the air. Gibson, I'll tell you, that is some incredible footwork there by Mitch Gibson. Just to kick that out of play. Both teams will line up here. Center ice. Bowler East, the linesman. Only know that because of the back of his jersey. It's pretty cool. Slip back. Rockets win the draw. Dumped in. Devils can't get there first. 28. Thrown in behind the net and around to the other side. Barry's Bay in the corner, trying to find that puck, and he can't. Right through center. Down the ice they come. Go into Matt Jenkins, throwing it around the boards to the half wall. Out comes with it the Rockets through center. Gibson walking in, the snap shot, and hits a leg. Goes back and into the corner. Get the full roster here. Behind the net, around to the half wall, thrown behind the net. Captain Derek Froats looking into the slot. We're going to throw it behind the net instead. Was covered. Haas pinned along the wall there by McLean. This is going to be a rough one here. If this is any indication. The point bird, a shot through, hits a leg in front of the net. Boudreau, shot through, and Garrow saw it. The rebound's there, and a stop by Garrow. Slick ice, he can't hold on to that one. Going into the corner, trying to move it out. A nice pass around. That's deflected away and back down to Jenkins inside the North Dundas zone. The blue line and out, but kept drilled back, dumped back in. Coming out are the Rockets. Good speed, but they can't get it moving. And a great forecheck and a line change there by Winsink. New addition to the Wild. Shot, the chance in front of the net. Net steered away. Through center. Picked off. They'll turn it back now. The pass over. And the three of them can't convert on that play. Kusherik behind the net, trying to move it out. Through center. They try to get this play moving. Moores across the blue line, the shot, and that was deflected wide. Around to the other side. Here they come. Looking to get an odd man rush, but barreling back as the Rockets forward. Steer that away from the odd man rush. Along the wall, that's kept in. And out through center. Come the Rockets with speeds, Caron. Caron, shot, and a great save by Garrow. The rebound's there. Kick save, another one, and Corey Garrow comes up with 3 big saves. That's the way to start a season, Corey. Well done indeed. Now Corey Garrow, incredible goaltender. Looks like he's going to be getting himself a brand new mask to match the Akwesasne colors. The beautiful, looks like they're more purple and orange. Throwing it in behind the net. Trying to come out with that. Evan Scott looking to move the puck and get something open. Looking to go back to Jolly, and he can't do it. Keep it in at the blue line in his feet. Jolly walks in, shoots it, and it's like it made a save there by Garrow. Goes back to the blue line. Along the half wall, Fabian Walsh looking in front of the net. He's wide open, and Corey Garrow stays low and makes a great save, and he'll hold on to the whistle. The Rockets coming out buzzing here early. The shots on goal are 8-0. Akwesasne playing great defense and looking to find their opportunities when they can. The early going of this one, that's what the Rockets can do. They can bury you early. And Akwesasne just needs to stem the tide as this game rolls along. Thrown in behind the net. That pass goes back to the other side with Jenovic. Throw that behind the net. And the Trent set up in front. Garrow, do you believe it? Corey Garrow with 2 saves, one with the pad and the other snares that one with the glove. And he'll keep it knotted. Nothing in the early going. Why was he in the All-Star game last season? That is the reason, folks. As Akwesasne gets themselves going, he is stemming the onslaught to the point. Baker shot through. Garrow stops that one. Trying to shovel that along the wall. We'll go back to the point. It is out in a 2-on-1 rush. Can they do it when sink in? In front, scores! Akwesasne on the board! And it's 1-0, 4 minutes, 55 seconds into this one. Unbelievable, and that is history, folks, as they score their first goal as the Akwesasne Wild, and Chris Newhook looks to be the one to net that one. Unreal. That's how you stay the course. Number 29, Thomas Vesna, looks to be getting it on the assist on that one, but that line is going to be potent this season. Unreal. Wow. 10-1, the shots on goal. No chance for Matt Jenkins on that one. So a tap in on a 2-on-1, and they'll lead it. Pass across the red line. Akwesasne looking to build on it. It's another chance in. Shoots! And he put it up into the glass and around to the other side. Back to the point it goes. A shot through. Jenkins saw that one all the way. Left it there for his defenseman. Back to the point it goes. Chance in from Clement. Looking behind the net. Bird to pause. Try and backhand that. The blue line. It will get out through center, and it's Froats, and a tip pass over. They'll gain the blue line. Pause. That pass over will not connect. They'll get to the blue line and out through center. Moores will dump it in off the glass. Coming in after that one is Leo McLean. He'll throw it through center. Sherrick off the glass to the blue line, and it's along the half wall, looking into the slot. They can't convert. Back to the blue line and out. Fabian Walsh gives chase. It's Ty Terrence. He'll dump that in around the boards. The Rockets looking to keep the shot total in their favor because one's got to go. Akwesasne looking to hold on to this 1-0 lead and expand on it. Kucherik throwing it in behind the net. Caron looking to come out of behind the net with it. Passed it out, and it bounced up over the net and landed in the blue paint for a second. Nobody knew where it was but Caron. Terrence will throw it in on Jenkins. He'll steer that right to Kucherik, and they tried to get it out, and a big hit at the dot. What a hit that was. Laid him right on his keister, and that's Saborin from Caron. Pass into the corner. The Rockets with a blue line off the glass, and it will get out, and it'll be an offside. That'll stop play. 13:09 remaining here in the first period as Akwesasne gets on the board first. With some great patience, great goaltending, and an incredible counter punch indeed. Well, that's into the corner now. Akwesasne giving chase, forcing the Rockets around the net and out through center. Skating in, the nice move, trying to get around him, but the support there by Felix Sauvé helped out in the long run, and they'll move this back into the corner and behind the net and in front. Steered away by Garrow. Braden Bowen, he'll move out the center and he'll throw it up the blue line and in. What a hit there. Now this is where the Rockets will start laying the body to try and change the trajectory of this game in their favor. What a hit that was, I'll tell you. Some of the numbers are conflicting here on the Akwesasne. We might have to go with the official NPHL game sheet here. Some of the numbers are conflicting. Back to the point, and the Rockets will scamper out to center, throw it over. Bordeaux can't get there fast enough. It's sifted back over along the blue line, and the Rockets neatly pass it through the center ice 3 times. Tight, beautiful passing. Froats trying to go in behind the net. The captain of the Rockets led them now to 3 championships in 4 seasons. I'll tell you, they are the gold standard of the NPHL and how to build a championship team. Moore's at the point, the shot through and off the glass and around to the other side for Paul Bird. He'll get it into pause. Looking to go back and behind the net, and will go. Turning in the corner, looking out to the slot. It just bounced over his stick. He'll try and get out to center quickly. Vesna across the line, and you're going to see speed from him, and it hits a stick. Goes up into the mesh. We'll have a face-off just to the left of Matt Jenkins. Chris Newhook and Thomas Vesna, 2 guys you've really got to watch out for here on Akwesasne. Number 57 and number 29, respectively, for the Wild. Looking in behind the net. He's forced to come back the other way with good speed. Sherrick, nice moves in on goal, and that's just going to be an offside. If you are in the area of Akwesasne, you got to get down to this arena. Absolutely fantastic facility. And we love it because they are hardwired. Jolly looked to pick that up at Bordeaux. Threw that back to Sherrick, and he'll throw it in around the glass and hit a stanchion and made it troublesome for the Wild D, but they'll gather that nicely and move it out. No, they will not. The Rockets will stop them there at the blue line and throw it into the corner. Back around to the other side, thrown in. That looked like an offside, and it will be, and they'll bring it back outside the blue line. A wad there. Early going of this one has shown some great physicality and looking to make a name for himself here for the Rockets. Doing a great job of that, let me tell you. Akwesasne in their own zone, being chased, but thrown up and chipped in through center by Bowen. The half wall, throwing it into the corner. That's chipped away by Baker. Scamper right through center now with good speed, but Akwesasne's defense is on point. Throwing it over to Walsh. Fabian Walsh, smart play to get control again. He'll throw it back to the deep pairing. Baker. Over to Ron there. Walsh to get it in across the line. Rajenovic, backhander, and that's stopped by Caron. Steers it up into the glass. Battle ensues in the corner. Looking to come out with it are the Rockets, but Akwesasne most definitely knows how to win the battles along the wall. They're winning a lot of them. The blue line, the backhand, did not convert. And back the other way comes Gibson. Across the blue line, the snap shot, and Jenkins will make that save. Trying to come out in their zone. Controlled are the Rockets. through center. Baker the shot. Garrow saw it and it bounced up and over the net. Drilled along the wall here in front of us. Throwing it in behind the net, and he tried to throw it to the slot for Caron. And they're out through center on a 2-on-1. Winsink pass and a great defensive play to kill that rush. Tried to move it out in the mid-ice area was Baker's. They need a line change desperately. Jenkins noticed it. He threw it. It's knocked down into the slot. The Wild tried to convert on a misplay by Jenkins. That doesn't happen very often. The pass is deflected to the blue line, and Moores will control it instead of shooting it. He'll walk into the danger zone and backhand it just wide. Great stop there by Corey Garrow to allow him to come back into the front of the net. Back out through center. Good speed is Sabori. Throwing it towards the net. Couldn't get the deflection. Along the half wall. Throwing it back in front of the net. Deflected into the corner. Two players completely missed it. One thought the other had it. That'll get out through center. Played already in this game. 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Through center. And Vesna the shot. And he's got a rocket. Jenkins will make the save on that one. A draw. Won by the Rockets. Shots are looking a little more even now, 14-7 in favor of the Rockets. They started out on a 10-0 run before the Wild scored their first goal on their very first shot. Jenkins has stopped the next 6. That's a turnover that could have been pretty bad. 2 of them. Chance, break, shoots, stopped, scores! Oh my, what a play! Hit a post, stayed with it, and put it in the back of the net. Akwesasne's coming out firing. 2-0 early. 8 minutes to go here in the first. I'll tell you, this is a team. The captain out there. That's Storm Adams. Give them a little bit of breathing room. Listen to this crowd. Unbelievable. Pass over. D-to-D pass. The mid-ice area, and that's knocked down. The Wild are really motoring now. Goes into the corner. Behind the net, tried to throw it out in front. Now, if this is last season's hockey, the Rockets lock it down. But I'll tell you, it's not an easy task against a team with this. I mean, they have such great skill, but with this much riding on it. I mean, the Rockets are looking to feel themselves out, get themselves going in the brand new season like any normal team would. And Akwesasne is looking to make a statement to the NPHL, and they most certainly have early. In a 2-0 lead early on. That back pass to Corral. Nice move around him, and that's going to cause a 2-minute trip. And the Rockets will go to the power play, but here at the Noalagoa Arena, it's getting interesting. Who would have guessed, James, that to start this game, the brand new Akwesasne Wild would be up to a 2-0 lead over the defending champions?
Certainly not me. And that first goal was beautiful. That's going in a highlight reel or something. That was a beautiful goal.
Most certainly was it ever. Thomas Vesna and Chris Newhook, two of the best players in the league. They are incredible, picked up by Akwesasne. They're going to be forces in this league. Well, the puck's drilled down the ice. They still got a minute and 45 remaining in this power play. Long ice pass over to Radjenovic. Radjenovic through center. Throw it back to the point, and the Wild will pick that off. They'll come back out through center. Back into the Rocket zone. We'll try and move it out and get something going. Thank you, Sylvia. Very much appreciated. Not sure if you're still on the stream. Walsh back to the blue line. He'll look to shoot and swats a stick. Negades that pass. Looking to the half wall. Into the corner. to the blue line. Didi. Kucherik the shot, and a great save by Gary. Tighten up on that one. What action, folks, we have here. If you look at the score sheet, if you look at everything early on, I mean, Akwesasne could have been gifted this game. I mean, you look at who they're playing against, their first game of the year, go through the motions like I don't think any team would, but I mean, whatever happens, happens. You lose, oh, well, it's our first game, you know, blah, blah, blah. They are out in fine spirits here and really putting on a great show for their Akwesasne faithful already. Unbelievable. And they come in through center looking to do some damage here. It's into the corner now. Along the half wall to set this up in a typical Rockets fashion. Puck control as it's hopping on him here a little bit. Into the slot, and it hit Frotz's skate. Flipped out through center, and they're looking to do another amount of damage to the Rockets here. They are not backing off. There is no fear. What a great defensive play, and that's flipped out through center. 14 seconds, they will kill this penalty if they can hold on tight here. And that'll do it. What a kill by Akwesasne. He turned it over at the blue line. They can get a chance here off of that turnover. To the half wall, looking back to the points, Baker. To the top of the circle, the shot, and a change up. Good opportunity there. That hits a stanchion and bounces right back in the middle of the ice. But the Wild are there to take control, move it up into the zone. The captain, Storm Adams, will turn that puck over. That hits. I mean, the pass is out of their own zone for the Rockets right now. They're a little miscued. Get their feet going in this early season. The shot, and that hit a stick and changed direction on Corey Garrow and went up over the net. Baker. Thrown up into the mid-ice area, and the Wild will pick it off. It feels like that's back. DDD pass. I'll tell you, this fog is something I've never seen before inside this arena. It is wild. Trying to go around with Caron's on a 1-on-5, but he's somehow making stuff happen. Scored! Oh, what a pass! And the Rockets are on the board. A 1-on-5 by Caron. The Wild had great defensive support going on, and he snuck in. What a pass and what a goal. And the Rockets have made it a 2-1 game. I didn't exactly see what happened, but the Wild are not too happy. A great pass, and they'll keep that puck. His first goal. It might have been, I'm not sure if it was Jolly. I thought it was Fabian Walsh. Pretty sure it is. On the bench over there, Rob Sadler back in a Rockets coaching role. And I'll tell you, he was at the All-Star game. Well, he was invited to the All-Star game last season. Incredible job he's done here in North Dundas with his hockey club. Fabian Walsh. Pass to the blue line. They're across the line and in. Rajenovic goes into the corner. Rough stuff continues. 3:35 remaining here in the first. And they're out through center, scampering along with speed and throwing it into the slot. A big hit there. Back into their own zone. Ty Terrence head up the whole way. That pass through center. Can't convert. Nice move in. Chipped out. Knocked down by Caron. Through center now. Snap shot. And that just hits a stick and goes wide. Gibson. Throwing it into the front of the net, and that won't go. Baker behind the net, and he couldn't pick that puck off. The Wild controlling it into their own zone for a short period before the Rockets throw it back to the point. To the corner, half wall. Oh, nice pass. And a give and go maybe? No, he'll take it himself and shoot it. Hits a skate, trying the wrap to the point. And Moores looked to put it through a crowd, and tip maybe by Bevelts. 2:35 left at the blue line. The shot, the reduct, scored right on the doorstep, and the Rockets have tied it. Gibson will be the beneficiary of a great workaround by the Rockets, and it's now 2-2 with 2 minutes and 32 to go here in the period. Unbelievable action. Shots on goal are 18-9 right now. The goal scorers have been Newhook, Storm Adams, and then, Christian Jolly from the Rockets getting his first goal as a Rocket. And that is why they threw that puck up into the bench. EDD pass. Rockets through center. They look more like the Rockets of old. Pause, top of the circle. He's stick lifted. Looking to go back behind the net and start up anew. The point, no, Froats tried to go back down low, and the Wild were ready for it. Baker in the neutral zone, and he's given a little shimmy there by Thomas Vesna. 2-minute mark, first period, and we have seen incredible action at both ends of the ice here. Cross pass, and Vesna with great wheels trying to get around to the defenseman. He'll get a great shot on Jenkins, and he'll stop that one. Draw going to the point, and it's flicked off the boards, and Fabian Walsh hoping to get there before it hits the red line, and he will. Throws it to the point, or to the top of the circle, and they tried the give and go to the streaking man coming in. It just did not convert. Looking to go back to the point. Fabian Walsh throwing it in behind the net to Caron, trying to circle out from the boards to the corner. Trying to have control here for the last minute of this first period. The shot from the point, Garrow somehow saw it and made a beautiful save on that one with the pad. Flipped in for Sheriff. Caron not a happy man after that shift. Had some good chances, and we're in the last minute of the first period of the brand new season here in the NPHL, live from the Anoa Lagoa Arena. The chance, drop, shoots it just wide. The point drilled around the boards into the corner. Giving a good shot there, and another body along the wall. A ref say play on, good of them. Bird throwing it into the slot, and Gibson is at the top of the circle there waiting for that one. The mid-ice area, it's passed in. David across the blue line. He'll get a chance at the slot. Right onto the tape. It's a leg, and Jenkins, I'm telling you, that changed direction just before it got to the net, and he made a great save to stop that one. 2-2 here. To the right of Jenkins. Draw one for the Rockets, and they'll go in behind the net. 12 on the clock. Racing through center is Moores, looking to get one more chance. Froats going to the net. Round the net. Stop. The rebound hits the goal post and stays out. And that'll do it for the first 20. Unreal. Your scoring summary for that period. Chris Newhook from Matthew Saborin, what have you, I do apologize. Thomas Vesna with the assist as well. Storm Adams with a goal, and Stevie Ray Adams with the assist. Sean David as well. Christian Jolly for the Rockets as he gets his boys going from Andrew Rajenovic and Cody Caron. Mitchell Gibson from Dean Bevelds and Mike Bird. Your shots on goal after one period favor the Rockets, 22-11. So we're going to have the highlights from last season's finals. Both games, as not everybody gets in on the pregame, so we're going to have Game 3 and between Smith Falls and North Dundas in the finals of last season. Or is it Game 4, son? I think it's Game 3 first in this intermission and Game 4 in the second intermission. So thanks for tuning in, folks, from the Anoa Lagoa Arena here in Akwesasne for Billy Bull, James Bull, and the NPHL Central. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll be right back after this highlight package.
Looked into the short side, couldn't connect. Again behind the net, lock into the slot right there for Gibson. To the point to Walsh, back to the bottom of the circle, looking short side! He shoots and scores! Doritos capitalize on a penalty to the Rockets. Capitalize on a penalty to the Doritos. 1-0. Rockets lead. Trying to regroup. Bring it back cross ice to Bird. Through the neutral zone and in. Azano walking around him, and the shot. Scored! It found a spot in the short side, and it's 2-0 Rockets. The Rockets win that battle. Back in behind the net again, Nevins. Pass, shot, score! The Rockets have 3. Doritos looking for their first with 4:56 to go here in the first. Blue line. Turning in behind the net, thrown up to Williams. Over to Throats. Throats in to the slot, scored! Williams, he's been roughed up quite a bit in this game. The best way to get back at your opponent is net a goal, and it's 4-0 Rockets. One in behind the net, that bounces into the slot. Fake shot by Dowdall, he'll get a chance over, scores! Andrew Sprague from Dowdall on a forecheck that breaks this 4-0 lead. 4-1. Rockets for another one. And Dallas Slack have been terrific in these last 2 periods. Shot through screen, as I say it, they score, but Dallas Slack did not see that one. Massive screen in front of that net. And the Rockets will pull away into a 5-1 lead.
Shout out to Troy Murray. He's recovering from an ankle surgery. I know you'd like to have been here, buddy, but thanks to all the hard work you do, and your wife Amanda, who's here in the stands, doing all her good hard work as the online scorekeeper. Couldn't run as smoothly. This league couldn't run as smoothly as it does without guys and gals like you. So good to see you there, Troy Murray, on the old and the messenger this morning. We were yik-yakking and talking, and his wife sent a photo over to us showing that we could see us. It was pretty cool, and the place looks great, and it's going to be a great season. So we are back, folks. Second period, getting ready to go here relatively soon. They've taken this, something's happened to the score clock, actually. That might affect the start of the second period, but wanted to go over the summary for the first period. But first, we'll start the out-of-town scoreboard, as the only other game that's started right now is the Deserano Bulldogs and the Westport Lumberjacks. They have 1:09 remaining here in the second period, and it's a 7-1 lead for Deserano. Zach Salas is the lone goal scorer for Westport. Luke Brown went out with 4 assists. Ryan Verbeek, a goal and 2 assists. 2 assists for Greg Ironberg. And Austin Eastman has 2 goals, along with Zach Masterson with 2. The other goal scorers are Noah Brandt and Johnny Hill. Their goalie, Corey Kuipers, stopping 22 of 23 shots. And the making Matthew Moz is now in net for Westport. In our featured game today, in the first period, well, started out shocking. And that's not a slight on Akwesasne. It's just North Dundas, the winners of 3 of 4 championships. I've seen a lot of their games, and you know that they're going to be guns a-blazing coming out, especially against a brand new team, trying to introduce them to the league and basically saying this is how this is run. We run this show. But after 10 straight shots from North Dundas, Chris Newhook scores from Matthew Saborin. That's how I'm going to say it, because I don't know how else to say it. And Thomas Vesna. Then Storm Adams, the captain from Stevie Ray Adams, and Sean David made it 2-0 and shocked the North Dundas crowd that's here, and gave massive joy to the Akwesasne faithful that are here. And from what I hear, it's between 300 and 400 on hand for today. Christian Jolly and Andrew Genovic, Corey Caron, the other assists, got North Dundas on the board to make it 2-1, and shortly after that, Mitchell Gibson from Dean Bevels and Mike Bird made it 2-2. And that's where we stand here going into the second period. The only penalty was Leo McLean, which didn't have any any effect on the period because it was killed off by Akwesasne, and the crowd went wild when they did. Shots on goal favored North Dundas 22-11. Corey Garrow putting on an incredible show in that first period. Matt Jenkins, after a couple of quick goals, he has been great as well. Appreciate you tuning in at home here at the Noah Lagoa Arena in Akwesasne. Starting to file in, and really, I was just talking one of the major contributors here to Akwesasne. He was saying how they partner with the junior clubs, they partner with the young lads, and with the lacrosse team, which they say they get roughly 2,500 people in this beautiful arena, and that will not be long coming for Akwesasne to reach that mark as well. It's a community, as I say, that they are all joined together at the hip, and they all are there for each other. And I can guarantee you, as from what I've heard, this is a big hockey town, and they are really excited to see a hockey club. It's called Senior A, but I call it a semi-pro league. I've seen a lot of hockey here, and it's even better this season with the 25 teams now in this league. The league is stronger, it's tougher, it's faster, and more NHLers, more former NHLers, AHL, high caliber hockey players from Europe, high octane players. So it's just clipping along so nicely, and it's great to see. And teams like Akwesasne coming in here and putting on a great show for their hometown team against. This is the top of the Space Needle for a lot of these clubs that have been here before. The North Dundas Rockets, so they are putting it to the test. And the first period for Akwesasne is an A+. I'll tell you that right now. They came out flying. They came out guns a-blazing. And really, I mean, it wasn't like they were backing off or that they were being completely outplayed by North Dundas. The Rockets were just finding ways to get shots on net early on in this game. And Akwesasne showing their resilience and scoring power, popped one on Jenkins early, got up 2-0, and then, I mean, the prowess and the stability of the Rockets has got us to where we are, putting 2 goals in before the first period was out. So that's where we stand right now. Oh. It's okay. Hello to my daughter, little Miss Shuggy. Seen you in the live chat. I can't get it back up here. Oh, my son got it up. He's a good man. My mom, hello, and all the fans around this league. Thanks to Hamworth as well. We appreciate you tuning in, folks. It's a privilege and an honor to be doing this for you. And the NPHL just keeps getting better and better and stronger and stronger. And we've got a second period puck drop, and they got the scoreboard up and ready to go. It's actually really very nice, to be honest with you. It's across the blue line and in. Akwesasne looking to come out with the first goal just like they did in the opening period. A shot. He's gone right to the net, looking for a redirect. A nice save there by Matt Jenkins. Steer that aside to the neutral zone. Bodied against the wall. Another big hit there. Knocked off the puck. Akwesasne now threatening early. They're in. Knocked him off the puck, and the Rockets have to make something happen, but they're having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Akwesasne. Pass back to the D. They'll look to move it out through center. Huntley, that pass hits Tate. Good way to protect the puck there by Tyler Boots. He just couldn't get in across the blue line. Jolly, can't find it. Chance, a shot, and a stop by Jenkins. Chris Newhook on fire in this game. He is everywhere in this Akwesasne ice surface here at the Noah Lagoa Arena. To the blue line and out. The Rockets look to counterpunch. It's not going to be an icing. Waved off into the corner. Back behind the net. The half wall, and they're out. There's Vezina. Pass over. They're in. Saborin. Didn't chase on Baker. Trying to make him turn it over here inside the zone. And give the Wild a chance. Get out to an early lead here in the second period. Baker, he's at the end. A pretty long shift. He's trying to get off. He's pushed back into his own zone. There is Newhook again, the assistant captain for Akwesasne. Cross the line is Baker. You turn it over. Back the other way it comes. You betcha, Cheryl. Thank you for tuning in every single game. We couldn't appreciate you more. Back to the blue line and kept in. Walking into the middle of the ice surface, and a great defensive play by the Rockets towards that opportunity. And a wholesale change, and that's a trip, and that's a penalty. And with continued offense and pressure, that's what happens. And the Rockets are going 2 to the box for tripping. The draw to the righty Jenkins, and that's won by the Rockets, and they've been doing a great job in the face-off circle in the early part of this game. They'll throw it down 200 feet, kill off the first 15 seconds of this one. The drop pass, and out through center. Across the blue line, drop back, Newhook to the point. The pass over. Keep it inside the blue line, Gibson. He'll get it back to the point to Huntley, to Gibson. Looking to Newhook, but he'll go back to Huntley, and he fanned on it. It'll be knocked out to center, but a great defensive play will thwart that opportunity, and no offside. They'll turn it back the other way and regroup. Huntley off the wall to Newhook. Pass in, hard one. Vesna shoots, and it's a stick, goes up into the mesh, and that will be inside the zone for a face-off. Great back and forth action here, folks. And the Rockets look to kill this off and then try to go back to the offense before this period is out. To the point, and it's out. A half wall, and Akwesasne through center, across the blue line and in. Into the corner. Hey! Back and around and sent down the ice to Garrow, and they'll kill some more of the time with 40 seconds remaining in the power play. A blue line. Caron will pick that one up with 30 seconds remaining. And across the line and in. Looking to do some damage, killing a penalty, but they'll more than likely just kill off the last 20 seconds of it. No, Akwesasne will bring it out through center. The blue line and in. Back to the blue line and kept in. Looking into the slot, and a chance there. Knocked off his stick. Boudreau onto the half wall. Chipped out to the blue line, and Caron to Boudreau in the neutral zone. Boudreau into the slot. Over Caron, and it knocked off his stick, and it'll go into the corner. And the Wild will move out to center ice. Back into the Wild zone. Shot! Stopped by Carroll. Oh my. That was a 10-beller. If I've ever seen one. Garrow's come up with a few of them in the opening 25 minutes. A race for the puck. And that's going to be one for the Wild. Across the blue line pass. In. Shoots it, and Jenkins somehow makes it look so easy. And he'll hold on for the whistle. Well, that's the that shows the incredible goaltending of Matt Jenkins. They come out, they pop a couple early on him, and he has the know-how to know that he has it in him to still be a big part of this game. And he knows he's a great goaltender, and he stopped everything he's seen since. The blue line and out through center. The Wild, D to D in their own zone. Passed in. Jenkins, play this one, waiting. Nice play to get it up. Brought two Wild deep into the zone, and now they have a chance on a 2-on-2. Looking into the slot, and that's knocked down. That puck squirts into the front of the net. The Wild digging away at it. They'll move it up ice. Crosses pass there and just missed a hit. Was Gibson. Throws it on net, and Matt Jenkins will steer that one aside. Akwesasne makes a line change, so they got fresh legs out there. Kucherik dumps it in and can't get it deep enough. Hits a leg. Goes into the corner. Back around to the other side. Walsh looking to the slot. Point, shoots, scored! I couldn't see if it went in. Caron finds the top shelf, and it's 3-2 North Dundas, 3 unanswered. It's a first of the period. What a shot that was, unreal. The Rockets' resilience comes to the forefront on that one. Beauty play and a beauty goal. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Share the stream and check out this incredible first game of the Northern Premier Hockey League. The blue line tried to shove him in offside. A good smart play. Thinking outside the box for the Wild, and a big hit by Jolly at center ice. Jolly making an impact, number 43. That's to the blue line and kept in. But he goes right after it. He made a little mistake, and look what he does. He goes right after it. Oh, they called an offside as it was flipped out over the blue line, hit the referee, and came back in. And the Akwesasne bench is not happy about that. One of the co-owners, Joshua Rollins, was here by. He is very happy about the turnout here. The way things are going is because of the glass. There's a lot of, I mean, the railings are full of people because you can't see in the corners at either end because of the fog on the glass. So we'll see where this ends up, because it did hit a linesman and bounce back in over the line, so it may be inside the zone. Nope, they're going to bring it outside the line. Jenkins just gets back into the net in time as the puck is dropped. Barkley. Let's move out through center. It's Baker. Drop pass. Shot, and Garrow snares that one. Huge hit there, just as the whistle sounds by Sean David. What a snag. Corey Garrow is something else. They're having problems with the score clock as it is down. But what a glove save that was. Face off to the right of Garrow. That'll go back to the point, and the shot gets through, and Garrow again coming up big, making it look easy. Face off, one into the corner. And behind the net, the Wild go. Left side and out, smooth, crisp passing. And a nice play back in behind the net. Try and move it out through center. Waiting for Boudreau to get open. There's a fake pass to him and to Froats. Looking to the point. It'll get to Baker. He's got a boom shot, let me tell you. A great play by Caron. James is just fixing the camera, folks, if you're wondering. That's what's happening here with the video. And actually found out there is no arm for the camera, so he's got to move it with his fingertips. It's not that easy. Looking into the corner, Caron curls from in behind his own net. Huntley throws along the half wall. Caron to the slot. Pass back. Walsh back to Moores. No control. Turning at the blue line. Kept in. Thrown over. Caron directing that one towards the net. Off the boards and out through center. Drilled along the wall. Caron can't control the puck. And a nice play there for Gibson. They'll make a line change. 11 minutes, 45 remaining here in the second. A 3-2 Rockets lead. Holding on to it. Caron did not like the look of that. Pass over. Looking into the slot, and they can't convert. Chip back. And the change will happen for the Rockets as the Wild are hemmed into their own zone. Move through center. In now, and a chance. Shoots, and a knuckle puck stopped by Jenkins. Might look like an easy save, but it is not, folks. Let me tell you, it's out through center. Gibson on goal. Backhand, and he scores! Mitch Gibson makes it 4-2 for the Rockets. And the Wild have got to find that flash and dash they had in that first period. Get this game back to their favor. North Dundas, they are not an easy team to play against. Let me tell you that right now. And this is proof of that. 4-2. North Dundas. To the point. Sherrick. That pass over. Connects. Flipped along the boards. Tried to knife it in. That hits the glass and out through center. Along the half wall. Thrown in by Bevel. Behind the net and into the corner. Knocked on the seat of his pants, and that is going to be 2 minutes. And they'll go to the power play. .44 to go. Power play. Akwesasne. Face-off is won by the Wild, and this is what happens when you win the draw. I mean, they are keeping it in and had some pressure. And after this now is Caron. I'm telling you, he is an impact player for these Rockets. He's got a powerful shot and great eyes. But that shot, with him getting into great spots and getting the puck, makes him a danger every time he's down the ice. Plus, he likes to use the body. He's a big boy. Looking into the corner, back to the point, Huntley. To the half wall, and back to Huntley. The half wall now again, looking to shoot it, and he can't. Scrum in front of that net. He's knocked down, wanted a call, but he's not going to get one. The Wild taking shot, just deflected wide of the net. Back around to the blue line and out to center ice. Turns it into the slot, and a chance over, back across, scores! Tic-tac-toe, and it's a 4-3 game, and it is getting good. Terrific passing and a great complete play. Holy Dinah indeed. Akwesasne brings their fans to their feet once more. They are those jerseys are beauty. That was a nice goal. Face off at center ice. Puck will go back into the Akwesasne zone. Scamper out through center, a feed up, and that's going to be offside, and they'll bring it back inside. North Dundas line.
Scorer number 91, Greg Gibson. Assist on the play to number 57, Chris Duhook. Time of the goal, 9:23. Gibson from Duhook at 9:23.
Greg Gibson getting that goal. That hits a foot. Boudreau can hold on to it. And now the Wild turn inside the mid-ice area to try and pepper another one and bring this game to even par. Through center. Storm with their own zone and corral that puck, but it's picked off by the Rockets. But now the Wild will move out of their own zone with great speed, and it's Sauvé. That pass over can't connect to Sean David. Behind the net to Moores. Moores, that's out through center, knocked off his stick. Across the line and in, a shot, and a nice save by Corey Garrell. Beauty. Backhand pass through center. That's knocked down by Boudreau. Oh, a great play by Storm Adams. He's in. Tried the toe drag, and an incredible defensive play there by Sean Moores. Flipped into the corner. Into the neutral zone now. And they'll turn it over. And Jolly throwing it in behind the net to Sherrick. And for Gibson. No, he'll go back over to Jolly. He'll hit Gibson. Gibson will let it go. That bounces to the Wild's defense. It's up now in a foot race. Chance here for Hilo. Knocked off the puck. And he was not happy about that one. He's a big boy. The North Dundas crowd loves it though. Bouncing puck big time. Sherrick throwing it out through center. Clement couldn't control it. A pass over. Faked the shot. He'll turn back to the top of the circle. Toe drag, shoots, and he scored! Fired at Barkley. Green in front. It's 5-3 now for the Rockets. Corey Garrow did not see it. There's no way that he could have seen that puck. And the Rockets now get back that 2-goal lead they had just a short while ago. But this crowd is not phased. Neither are the Wild. They knew this was going to be a 60-minute battle. Draw. We put it down here at center ice, and they will begin the 7:41 to go here in the second period. The referees relaying that to the coaches as the scoreboard is having its fits. Towing along the boards, and that'll get out through center. On his horse now is Iron Boots. Love that name. Behind the net it goes, and Barkley will be after that one quickly. Throw it along the wall, and hopefully it'll get out, but it won't. The Rockets, good pass there along the wall. Greg Gibson giving him a house. You going to Karan again. Looking for a shot. He'll pass it over. Can't convert on the play, and a great opportunity there. Taken away by the Wild. Oh, it looks like an icing. They were not happy. They say it touched right here at the red line. And they're not going to win that battle. It's going to come all the way back into the Akwesasne zone. And they are furious on the bench. I thought it hit a stick too, but it's hard to tell if it was a stick, a slash, or what have you. So you never know. Referees have better vision than I do. That's why I have to wear glasses. Draw to the left to Corey Garrow. Roughly 6 minutes remaining here in the period. Chance at the blue line. Moving it in is Moores. Moores throwing it on goal. The rebound's there, and they score! It's 6-3. The Rockets pouring it on here, and the offensive pressure is just a little too much for the Wild right now. They have got to respond, and they're sending out Saborin, and they're sending out Newhook as well with Thomas Vezina. So this is a chance for them to turn it around. This is going to be a line right here, let me tell you. Saborin is fantastic. Centerman playing alongside Thomas Vezina and that man, Chris Newhook, and he's across the line. A snapshot. He fired it. Garrow did not see it through center. Cross the blue line and in. The Rockets know, shoots it, and it's blocked. The Rockets know the Wild have got to press right now, and they're going to try and take advantage of it in the transition game. Throwing it over. Vezina turns it over to Froats. He'll throw it into the corner. Behind the net it goes, knocked off his stick. Paz knocks his man down. Can't come up with it. Saborin with Newhook. He'll drop it. No, he'll keep it. He'll look towards the net. This pass to Thomas Vezina did not get on his stick. Shot into the corner for Vezina. Neat little play, but Vezina threw it into the front of the net and had to get through a Rocket. There's Vezina. He is everywhere. The shot ripped wide of the net and over into the half wall. And back to the point it goes. Shot through Evan Scott, and the rebound there comes over the half wall, back to the point, and it's out. Felix Sauvé regrouping in his own zone. Looking to relieve that little bit of pressure the Rockets are putting on him. Behind the net to the blue line. And the Rockets are in. Garrow letting it go for McLean. Along the half wall and up through center. And they're in. No, the turnover. Sorry, it's hard to see right here. I thought that the Rockets had a chance. They're in top of the circle. And the shot scored again. And it's 7-3 now. The Rockets are rolling. Well, it was a tight-knit game, and Akwesasne are really putting it together here early on. The Wild have just got it. It's 7-2 2-3. The score clock's having some fits. Yeah. I'm gonna see. Oh, yeah. And a timeout coming. And a perfectly timed timeout. So in the other game around the league, the only one, half an hour. The Sabres will start their journey in the NPHL, and so will the Royals. Bulldogs still leading 7-1, and here it's been a totally changing of the guard. So far in this game, Mitchell Gibson with 2 goals and an assist. 2 assists for Dean Bevelds, Chris Kushnerek, and Mike Bird. Goal and assist for Cody Caron. And assist for Fabian Walsh, Regenevic, and Sean Moores. The other goal scorers are Sean Baker, Christian Jolly in his first game for the Rockets. And again, Moores with a goal as well. On the other side for the Akwesasne Wild. New Hook, goal and assist. A goal for Storm Adams and Greg Gibson. The assists come from Vesna, Scott, David, Saborin, and Stevie Ray Adams. I love that name, let me tell you. Good Lord above. Now the Wild just got to stay with it and keep with their brand of hockey. I mean, they found a way to pop a couple early on the Rockets, and it's just this is where the Rockets live, is when they can start to when they get the lead, they can start to really chip away at the confidence of the opposition and make them. What a hit there, and the shot stopped by Garrow. What a huge hit by Leo McLean. And they know their opposition has got a force, so they just keep it steady Eddie and go at them the way they can. I'm not sure the time remaining in this period. I'm going to check it out. It says 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the website. That is not going to go for icing. It just goes right down to Corey Garrow. Leo McLean. Pass up through center. Chipped over. Up through center again. A chance for the Rockets again. Stopping. Toe dragging. He tried to get the pass over Fabian Walsh on the seat of his pants, but still giving it his all. The Wild just they can't give up. It doesn't look like they are. They got to keep going. They have something special here in Akwesasne. And it's not just those gorgeous jerseys. It's not those beautiful uniforms. I'll tell you, you can see the heart and soul in this hockey club. The drop pass, it'll convert, and a chance and a shot. And Corey Garrow comes up with a nice save there to hold on for the whistle. It says on the website 3 minutes and 18 seconds, but oh yeah, it's just running time. But at any rate, here in the arena, 3:24 remaining here in the second period. Draw to the left to Corey Garrow. Back to the point. Looking for a screen shot. Goes up over the net, and once it hits the glass, Garrow knows where the puck is. Flipped out through center. Bird, he's being chased down, and they'll pick it up. Looking into the slot. Shoots, and it's stopped by Jenkins. Chances like that. I mean, that's a 7-4 game. If they can get one, that will put them within striking distance in the third period in through the neutral zone. Stacy across the line. Backhander just outside the post to the point. Chipped out through center. A good play by Gibson looking for the hat trick. He's in on goal. The shot, and it hit Garrow right in the snout. Walking in front, and the shot. Garrow with 2 beautiful saves there to keep it out. Behind the net, and Bevelds will get it along the half wall. He's hit hard. I can't believe Corey Garrow came up with that one. What an unbelievable save that was. Wow. Huge save here in the end of the second period, and a 7-3 lead for North Dundas. Shots on goal favor the Rockets, 36-19. For all you watching at home, if you're glad to be able to bring you this game, because it is a good one. Early on, we'll bring you the, well, it looked like it went out of play. That's what they're calling for. To the point. Jolly shooting it, hits a leg. Onto the half wall. The corner, and behind the net it goes. Looking into the slot. Goes back to the point. Shoots it through. And that, I think, rung the post as well. Off the boards and the glass and out through center. He's hit by Tyron Boots. In on goal. The chance shot. What a beauty glove save by Matt Jenkins to keep it 7-3. Good Lord above. He's come up with some great saves. Corey Caro has come up with some great saves. But we have 10 goals on the score sheet. And I'll tell you right now, if I were anybody in any league, I'd be taking either one of these goalies first string. I mean, Garrow was out. Redirect. How did he come up with that one? What a tip in front by Greg Gibson. It just hit Jenkins in the pad to stay out. Caron, toe drag there. Looking back to the point, he'll spin. Baker was ready. Into the corner, going in behind the net. Looking into the slot and a shot. And he hits a leg and goes up into the crowd. We'll have a whistle. 1:32 to go here. The second period of some incredible hockey. We'll have all the... well, they're ordering them back. We're having some great hockey here. I always tell the coach, I told North Dundas, they were doing it earlier, I'm giving you to the count of 3, and then we're moving on. Got to have them out. If you don't, well, you're not going. It's fair on both sides, and you got to love it that way. The draw to the left of Garrow. The Wild would love to get one here at the end of the second period. And you know that Garrow is going to give him every opportunity to get there. That's in front of the net, and the chance is thwarted there by the Akwesasne Wild. Either chance in front, shot. A great block. Out through center they go with speed. Saborin drops it back. Looking into the slot for Newhook. Saborin looking for Newhook into the slot. The shot from the point. The redirect chance in front of the net. Scores! Thomas Vesna gets the rebound. And it's 7-4, just as I was saying, they would love to get a goal here in the late stages of the second to bring it within only a couple, a few, 3. Very, very much that is an obtainable score, 3 goals. And we'll see what they can do here. Again, chance, and it just rolls off the end of his stick back to the point, and he'll throw it back into the corner. Chance now. Saborin to Vesna. No, Newhook will pick that one off. Looking to get another and make it 2. A shot through a screen. Jenkins will make the save. Thomas Vesna hopping a goal of his own. The draw is scrummed. That's thrown out through center. We'll get the official scoring on that, but we have a 7-4 game. The clock is still running, but not on the scoreboard here. 34 seconds was the drop of the puck. We'll all be start. What a huge hit. They're still going. Boudreau turns it over, turning it back the other way now. Come the Wild. Thrown up to the neutral zone. And they're back the other way. That's going to be an icing. And it says that the period's over, but I don't exactly. There's 10.7 seconds remaining here in the period in a 7-4 game. The Rockets, I'll tell you, they had scored 4 unanswered. The Wild broke that up, then they scored 3 unanswered. And then Thomas Vesna scoring his first as an Akwesasne Wild. The first goal scored, write this down folks, Chris Newhook scored the first goal for the Akwesasne Wild. That line of Mathieu Saborin, it might be Saborin actually, but has been incredible. Leo McLean getting the assist on the last goal. Christian Jolly with the second goal from Mitchell Gibson, and Chris Kushnerek was the other goal here. Now they're checking out the score clock. There's 8.4 seconds left. This is actually incredibly important. with the momentum shifting towards the Wild right now, the Rockets would love there to be 1 second remaining in the period and move on to the next frame. But with 8.4 seconds compared to 14.4 seconds, which is what the website says right now, I'll tell you right now, that is huge. That is a long, they can get all the way back down to the Rocket zone and maybe get a scoring chance going into the third period. Being down by 2 would be so much better than being down by 3, but we'll see what they come up with here. Let's see if I can hear or read the lips of the officials and the referees when they come over to tell the coaches on either side. So I think he said 7.4 seconds remaining here in the second period. We'll see what happens. 7.4 on the clock. Can they get another one and double the lead? They'll draw scrummed and 1 for the Wild. They'll try and get it up quick. Nope, they'll just try and run the clock out. And that's going to do it. That'll be the end of the second period, folks. We will have the scoring summary and the shot totals in. I'll come back on quite a bit early going into the third period, and I'll give you all the highlights, all the updates and all that. But what we want to do is James put together the last clip of the North Dundas Rockets Smith Falls Ritos game that you saw in the pregame, but most of the people did not see it because they don't tune in until the game actually starts. So this was the final game that won the North Dundas Rockets the championship against the Smith Falls Ritos last season. We hope you enjoy it. Wanting a penalty early, thrown into the corner for Beasley. Witzel, Costello, Devin and Spencer Cobbled out there for the Ritos. Walsh trying to force him along the wall, and Mott giving it off to Caron with McNamee tapping his stick up the middle. He has a chance! He scored! Smith Falls! Spencer Cobbled, a turnover in the slot, and you can't do that to 23. Corner, out comes Jenkins. Play that one. Chopped off his stick around to the other side, in front of the net, and I think Jenkins might have got a piece of that one. To the blue line, and a huge hit by Costello, but away is Froats, on goal, scores! Derek Froats, the captain, brings the Rockets to their feet as I squeak my way through that one. It's 1-1 on B. Knocked down by the Ritos and a stick lift. Chance again, into the slot, and Slack met him, they score! They make it 2-1, and who is it but the captain, Derek Froats, again, his second of the game, and it's 2-1 Red Rockets. Looking for the shot, but Lau is there, blocking that into the slot again, and a great defensive play by the Rockets. Bennett looking over to Townsend, he'll move it over to Spencer Cobbled again. Shoots it through, scored! What a goal! And Spencer Cobble with 2. It's a tie game once again. Trying to get it out of the zone, but the Ritos are on that too quick. But they will, in the end, flip pass over, they're in the zone. Wool shoots and scores! He's got a laser, and I think he used the D as a screen. It's 3-2 Rockets early on in the second. Good play there by Sloan to knock him off stride. It's out of the zone again. 20 seconds left. Witzel taking his time. Coming in across the blue line, knocked off his stick. Chipped up through center, and a 4-on-2 embrace. McNamee cross, ripped a shot, and he scored! What a shot, and what a goal! 11:08 left in the second. They've broken up a 2-goal lead. In the net and around to Sprague. He's being met by Mac. Maybe he made a beauty move on him. A shot here would be perfect. Back to Nathan Slack, and a turnover, and a 2-on-1 ensues. And a break for Caron. Walking in, Caron. Nice move around, and a goal! What a pass! Fabian Watt keeps rolling, and the Rockets are red hot with a 5-2 lead. Long passes, they're not working.
No, they aren't. And the Rockets, they're recognize that. Like they have their head up ice the entire time, and look at this.
McNamee scores! What a pass! The forecheck was incredible found him in the slot, and the Rockets are up by 4. Shift by North Dundas, but when you get the opportunity, change it up. Moore's both D, they're going off.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah. Smart hockey, championship style hockey. Through the middle of the ice, and it's Tate Leeson, a shot, he scored! Tate Leeson, they're cut the lead in half. It's 6-3, and the life has been injected back into this arena. Pass to the blue line, and a Baker knocked off his stick. They'll turn it around. Theo Todd, how's she going? Pretty nice, they score! Wow, what a great play, and they're back in this one, down by 2 with 13. One back by Costello, clean to Leeson, laser shot, Costello, over, score! They're down by 1, get the rally caps on, the Ritos are not done yet.
Wow.
Oh my word.
And like the word of Mr. Bull, holy Dinah.
Indeed. Help from Devin Cobble, hits the official. He'll get inside the zone to the Rockets' Tate. Nice short pass to get out of the zone, drilled in behind the net. Too hard of a play even for Dallas Slack to knock down. Nevins can't make the play, but Ward will! And Ward will score! They increase it by 2, and it's 7-5 Rockets.
Along the wall, knocked down by Beveridge to the blue line and kept in Costello. Shovels it along to Spencer Cobbled. Back to Costello. He'll shoot it towards the net. Knocked down in front and a chance. Spencer shoots. It's knocked down again. Can they put it home? They do! The Ritos have made it a game once again. They're down by 1 with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Listen to that crowd. Unbelievable.
And we are back, folks, for the start of the third period. Just so everybody knows that the score clock is having power issues, so it keeps going out, but the score and the clock on the actual website of the Northern Premier Hockey League is the correct time. And Troy Wiley's wife there, Amanda, is doing an incredible job keeping us up to date with everything NPHL here from the Anoa Lagoa Arena. I'm sorry, I do have a hard time saying it, but I love that name. So we'll start it this way, folks. The way it started, 2-0 Wild to begin the game. Goals by Newhook and Adams. The defending champions come back in that period to score 2 before we get to the second from Christian Jolly, his first as a Rocket, and Mitchell Gibson to make it 2-2 going into the second. The Rockets score 2 more to make it 4 unanswered from Cody Caron and Fabian Walsh and Chris Kushnerik getting the assists. Mitchell Gibson and Kushnerik getting the assist on Gibson's goal to make it 4-2 for the Rockets. The Wild storming back as Greg Gibson popping a goal and started to really push the issue from Evan Scott and Chris Newhook. And Newhook, he is just unreal tonight, let me tell you. But the Rockets score 3 unanswered as Shane Baker from Dean Bevelds and Mitchell Gibson. Sean Moores from Derek Froats and Mike Bird, and Christian Jolly with his second goal of the game from Mitchell Gibson and Chris Kushnerik. And then Thomas Vesna with 1:05 remaining in the second period scored from Leo McLean and Matthew Saborin. We have a score of 7-4, shots on goal in that period, 16-12 in favor of the Rockets, total 38-23 in favor of the North Dundas Rockets. Around the league, the Lumberjacks have made it a game. It's 8-5. That actually now is a final from the Westport Community Arena. It was a great game, I'll tell you. They scored 4 goals in the third period to give their crowd something to cheer about. At one point, it was 7-1. They scored 3 unanswered. Deserano scored, and then the Lumberjacks finished them off. And the other game that we'll be able to keep you updated on slightly for this period is the Royals and the Sabres. They're about to start their game out there at the Stone Mills Recreation Center. First home game for Tamworth, looking to get out to a nice start there. So James and I are tirelessly trying to bring you this hockey action, and we hope you're loving it at home. We are enjoying our time here in Akwesasne. We'd love to be back. Should be smooth. The brand new tripod bought by the NPHL, and we are technical issues. Easy fix. And James is.
I just can't fix it during the game because to fix it I have to turn the camera all the way around to screw it back on.
Oh, I see.
It won't come off, but
looks all jickety janked. All right, 1 period to go. 3 goals needed by the Wild. The Rockets just need to hang on. What do they have for the final frame? The dish will go into the Wild zone, and they'll try to come out with a vengeance. In behind the net, and the Rockets looking back to the point. They'll throw it in low now. Trying to slide that puck to the top of the circle. It hits a stick. The Rockets will maintain the zone and flip it back into the corner. Go in hard with the body. Coming out with it. Looking for a shot. Slot pass instead. And they're out through center. The Wild looking to make a 3-on-2 rush with good speed. The flip pass will go to Jenkins. Great puck playing goalie. He'll get it behind enemy lines. A 2-on-2 break. Rockets in. Toe drag. Backhand. Into the slot. Just out of the reach to the point. Shot through a screen. And Corey Garrow out at the top of the circle. And Caron gets the blue paint and his helmet torn off right in the slot. And they're trying to explain, look, you're not getting in free and easy. You're going to have to work for it. And that's what every play, thank you, Cheryl. And that's what every play has been about, working hard to get any opportunity that you can because neither team wants to give up the first game of the season, and they are really putting on a great show here. The Akwesasne faithful, and there's a lot of North Dundas Rockets fans here as well. That pass will connect, and look at the speed of Vesna trying to get to it there, just out of his reach. Saborin across that blue line, he'll flip it in. Behind the net it goes. Trying to move out through center are the Rockets. It's knocked down, and Gibson will pick it up. He's had a game. The puck is bouncing on him, and a great defensive play there by Evan Huntley. To the half wall, digging. They'll find it. Looking for a shot, hits a stick, and goes up into the mesh, and we'll do it all over again. 18:35 to go here in the third period. Dot draw. One back. The Wild. Pass over. Vesna. Beautiful pass. Sabrine drop pass for New Hook. But that slick ice kept that puck moving. It's into the slot. Vesna, the spinning backhand, couldn't convert. Point. Shoots through, and Jenkins with a nice save there, and he'll smother that for the rebound. Well, there has been a lot of work that's went into making this a reality here in Akwesasne, getting a great coaching staff and an incredible brass behind the scenes, wonderful sponsors, and incredible volunteers. Without them, this could not be possible. And from what I hear, they've been teaming up with the juniors, the lacrosse team, all of that, and that's what makes this great. And the pass over the chance, and it's kept out of the net. But a Wild goes in tumbling, but they'll keep it a 7-4 game. Wow. Some great hockey action. The pegs come loose. I'll tell you, every line the Wild put out there, I mean, it's my first time seeing them, just like you at home. So it's incredible to see. I've seen the Rockets play a ton, and they roll every line like it's a first unit. Goes back to the point. Huntley will flip that in behind the net. Good press in here by Ty Terrence. He's been a force out on the ice, doing a lot of things great. That's flipped out through center. Evan Huntley seems to be the one of the catalysts back there at the blue line for the Wild. That's backhanded in, and Jenkins, oh, that's a misplayed chance in front of the net. And he stopped the first one. Didn't steer it where he wanted to as he was trying to get back into the crease. Mid-ice area. And the Rockets will turn back into their own zone. Right through center. They wanted too many men on the ice, but I don't think they seen him come off, and that stick just about come up and got Vesna in a great back check, and he's flying through center. In on goal now, Vesna controls that puck, throws it into the slot, and took the hit, and he knew he was going to get hit too. Still made the plays in front of the rebound. Jenkins stopped him twice. Thomas Vesna going full force here in this third period, as he has through the first 44 minutes of this one. Fabian Walsh somehow kept that puck onside. The Wild, they'll turn it back. A beauty slick pass there. He'll get through center, and Chris Newhook across the blue line. That pass couldn't get it through. Greg Gibson now out on that line. Vesna trying to get support. Newhook, he's giving some support as well, and he got bumped. Walsh moves it, and it's knocked down, kept in at the blue line. A wrist shot through, and how Jenkins saw that one, I have no idea. A great play. He's knocked down in the mid-ice area, and they're wanting a penalty, but come across the blue line. Pass, hits Vesna. He is something else, folks. My goodness. Top of the circle, and that shot deflects. Goes to the top of the circle again, back to the point, and shot, redirected, and out through center. And look, Garrow knows they need a line change, but there was too many, and they didn't touch it, so it's not a penalty. Every player was changing, it felt like, at one time for both sides. It's not going to count for an icing. They'll have to turn it back the other way. Evan Scott plays it up to Huntley. He's up in the rush now, and there's four of them. He's in. Slot chance and a great back check and defensive play towards that opportunity. Akwesasne really pressing here in this third period, and we've got a penalty coming to the Rockets for tripping. Well, this will give them a chance to bring it back to even par. Well, even par, you know what I mean? 2 goals down, and an opportunity for them to get back to an even 7 apiece. Draw to the left, Matt Jenkins. To the point, Huntley. To the top of the circle. Down low. Coming out of the corner to the half wall, to the point. Huntley will throw it into the slot. Newhook moves it back to Vesna. Over. Vesna ripped a shot, and he hit the outside of the post. Wired that one. Vesna, nice turn back. Takes a slash, walks in. Good pass down low. Looking in front. He'll get him. Newhook shoots it, and he's stoned by Jenkins. Back, Vesna shoots it towards the net. The rebound's there, and Jenkins pads down, and he'll hold on to freeze that one. The Wild are not going away quietly. They are pressing hard. And around the league should take note, because this unit is all together and all hands on deck. And those helmets are something to be admired. That draw is scrummed. It's in the feet and chipped out through center with 1:15 to go in the power play. Huntley will try and get there first, but Caron will, but Huntley takes the body, waiting for support to get and dig that puck out. And they'll get control and move it back. How Vesna has any more energy left, but he's streaking in on the right side. Shot, and Jenkins will stop that one. But my goodness, Thomas Vesna, the Energizer Bunny, from one end to the other. That was a good full minute of him just sprinting around the ice for the entire shift, and really made a go of it. Unreal. To the point. That shot will get through, and Jenkins saw it all the way, and he'll hold on for the whistle. 14:10 to go here in the third. A 7-4 lead for the Rockets on the first night of the new NPHL. Thanks for coming along for the ride, folks. That puck to the point, looking to go into the half wall. Looking back to the point it goes. The shot through, stopped, rebound, into the chance, shoot, score! What a pass, right on the doorstep. And the Wild are, yes sir, within 2, 7-5 on a great play. The Wild have put 5 past Jenkins, and that's not something you can say very often. Sparkling goals against, .904 save percentage last year for the North Dundas netminder. Unbelievable. And as I say, there's been a dozen goals in this game, but you are looking at 2 incredible goaltenders and haven't been beat on 1 goal that's been a flutter puck or a miscue. They've been all bullets or goalmouth tap-ins, and I'll tell you, unbelievable hockey between these 2 squads. And I'll tell you, I hope that there's a lot of people around the league that are going to watch this game and take note that, again, North Dundas is still a team that could be a championship team, and Akwesasne could battle them right at the top of the standings. That's turned over and back the other way. From the Rockets, they're on a 2-on-1. Baker, the pass over connects, and it rolled on him at the last second on Derek Frotz's tape of his stick, and sent it up into the mesh. A great defensive play, I think, to touch that puck and get it to roll on him. And now we'll have a draw inside the zone to the right of Corey Garrow. Face off, back to the point, shot through, and a tip, and that went up into the mesh as well. And that one will be brought down Again, to the left of Mr. Garrell. They're 8 shots down now. It's 39-31. What an impressive game by Akwesasne against this North Dundas team that just seems to every season put quite a hockey club on the ice. Shoveled down the neutral zone. It just couldn't get there. Thrown into the corner. Behind the net, a chance out into the slot. Trying to knock that down was Hilo. And through center they go. Chance, Hilo just missed a hit there. And Paz will bring it and just flip it in. And a wholesale change for the Rockets. In behind the net for Akwesasne as they look up ice. Smart play to come out in stride. That's that blue line trying to go around a man. He can't. North Dundas will flip that back down, and Huntley will turn the other way and pick that puck up. Behind the net it goes. That flip over to Newhook just out of his reach. And out comes Vesna. Newhook. And I think Saborine will come back out, but it could be Greg Gibson because he has had an incredible game and maybe looking to help this line as Vesna gets in the pass over to Newhook. He tried to move it over, and it just wasn't enough. Baker back the other way for the Rockets. Toe drag looking to go to the net. Bevelds was there, but he was being all tied up 6 ways to Sunday by Ty Terrence. Another line change. Fresh legs out on that ice. Vesna's never seemed to weaken. A blue line for Gibson. Bodied against the wall. Vesna can't control that puck as the Rockets move it around to the corner to the half wall and out. Caron to Fabian Walsh. Drop pass to Caron. Back to Walsh looking in front. Shovel that out of the danger area. Caron trying to walk out. The pass knocked down. And here come the Wild. By Terrence to the blue line to Newhook, looking for Vesna on the right side. Vesna will dump it in and they'll make a change too. They have lots of time to get back in this game. Coming out through center. Walking the line and the zone all on his own. But the Wild pick that up and try and get it out through center, and a big hit there by Derek Froats, trying to get his mates going. Trying to give themselves a little bit more of a cushion because 2 goals doesn't seem like enough against this tough, gritty, and talented Akwesasne team. Trying to pin him along the wall. Anytime you get near the boards, you better have your head up because they are looking for the hit. That flip pass to the blue line. Knocked down. A chance on goal. Breakaway. He shot it wide. Must have rolled off the end of his stick. Chance there by Sabrine. He's hit at the dot there, and that'll loosen that puck up. Over to the boards, to the point. Looking to shoot that. And hits the defenseman. A great block there. He's taken to the boards by 2 Rockets. Along the wall and out to center ice. He'll smart just dump that in. The Rockets will pick it up behind their own net. Half a period to go. 7-5 Rockets. They'll look to get set up here. A pass hits a leg. And I'll tell you, this Wild into the slot, shot, another block. He's trying to get his stick free and he can't. This Wild forecheck is just that. Bevelds gets around him, he's in, looks to the slot. Baker, he'll just fire it wide, trying to do the wrap. Point, shot, and it's blocked in front. Dump down the ice, and it'll go 200 feet for an icing, and they'll bring it back into the Akwesasne zone. Good Lord above. Have you ever seen a team overcome adversity against such a powerful club like North Dundas as the Akwesasne Wild have in this game? The crowd believes. You should have heard them in the intermission. They were saying they're down, but they are not out. They believe just as much as everybody in front of us on that Wild bench do, even against the Rockets. That pass hits Tate. They're across the blue line. And the Wild will make him turn it over. Hit the back of the net. Almost come right out in front. Flipped out through center. Moores. And that's knocked off his stick. Vezina trying to go after him. Bird along the wall and into the neutral zone and into the Wild's area. Vezina right on the tape of Gibson. This could be some line too. Gibson, the shot, hits a stick into the corner for Chris Newhook. It's chipped up along the wall there, and that'll go down for an icing. They'll bring it back into the Rocket zone. 8:36 to go, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Quite a game in front of us. Why, if you're just tuning in, the Wild got out to a nice 2-0 lead. The Rockets scored 4 unanswered. The Wild scored again. The Rockets scored 3 more. And then we've been back and forth since then. Been quite a game, let me tell you. The Akwesasne Wild are showing their true grit. That pass is, and Vezina couldn't knock that down. He's been incredible all game. Again, if you're just tuning in, every player that they've sent out has been great, but Vezina never seems to run out of energy. And he's going about 106 miles an hour up and down the ice. He's trying to shoot it through a crowd, and he can't. With a half wall to the blue line. Vezina knocks it down, and that's up to Gibson. He's in. Gibson shoots, and a screen, and Jenkins somehow comes up and makes a save on that. And a big one. And he's now right almost dead even with Corey Garrow in shots. I'll get the official numbers here. 40-31, 8-2 Akwesasne in this period alone. That last goal from the Wild, Stevie Ray Adams from Storm Adams and Evan Scott. And that's got us to where we are, 7-5 for the Rockets across the line. That pass over hits Baker's tape of his feet, actually. Goes in behind the net. Gibson can't find it. Racing in after it is Boots. Chips it along the half wall. Trying to dig it out. Huntley. He can't get there first. And he'll have to tie his man up. Broken stick. Becomes a problem in that corner. Throwing it in behind the net. Baker. He'll go after him. Drilled along the wall. And that's something that's been going on all game. Hits at both ends of the ice. Shot and a great save by Corey Garrow. And he'll hold on for the whistle. Well, they are underway. Sabres and the County Royals. It's 1-0 for the Royals. Shows just one shot. They're at the 11-minute mark of the first. It can't be right, but it might be. I don't know. The draw is one to the point, and a shot through. Hits a body. Smart play by Storm Adams to keep it. Throw it in. Bounces off Jenkins. Behind the net, just out of his reach. To the half wall. To the point. Looking in through a screen. The chance in front of the net and a scramble. Looks again the shot. It's steered away by Jenkins. To the point. Thrown in behind the net. Trying to dig it out and get the puck moving the other way because the Wild are on a mission. 6:37 to go here in the third period. Flipped out through center. Foot race, and it'll go Akwesasne's way. Well, next weekend we will be in Madawaska Valley, Barry's Bay. We'll have that game for you. It's going to be a great one as the Barry's Bay Wolves will open their season up on home ice, and they will play against the Arn Ryer Rivermen. Draw to the right. Protes being sent back to the bench. 41-32 the shots now. Draw to the right of Jenkins, and it's 1 for the Rockets. They've done a great job in the face-off department this evening. Boudreau trying to throw that to an open man, but it'll be Chris Newhook to Gibson. Goes around him. Gibson shot, and he gets a stick on it and puts it up into the mesh again. That's their goal. Get a stick on it. Get your body in front of it. Do what you can to make sure that puck does not get through to Jenkins. And if it does, Jenkins seems to be able to stop it, even if it's through a screen. Back to the top of the circle, now to the point. He can't find a lane. He'll flip it along the glass. Vesna trying to pick that puck up. Rajenovic throwing it around the boards. That gets to the point. The Wild. But now the Rockets streak out through center. Moores on his knees will dump that into the corner. The bench liked that effort. Moores will receive that errant pass. And they'll throw it back in, but not without a hit from Thomas Vesna. The turnover, Fabian Walsh. The pass over, they're in. Scored! Rajenovic on a turnover, a pass up through center ice. And they've opened the scoring to an 8-5 lead. What a pass. No chance for Garrow on that one. As I said, North Dundas has a good crowd here as well. Draw at center ice. That faceoff's one back to Jolly. He's had a great opening campaign with the Rockets with a couple of goals tonight. It's shoveled in by Baker. Behind the net to Huntley. The Wild looking to turn out with it. Chipped off the glass. Backhand pass. Knocked down by Huntley. Across the blue line, he's knocked down. The Rockets will throw it behind the net. Looking in now. The Wild the shot, and Jenkins, he is steady as anything, I'll tell you. Making a save there to the point. Huntley keeps it in and throws it behind the net. They'll backhand it. It flipped on him there, and he can't convert. Pass along the boards and out through center. Throwing it into the corner. Going in after it now is Ty Terrence. Sends a pass up to the neutral zone, and Boots will flip that in behind the net. Time is dwindling down for the Wild. They're out through center. Flips it into the zone, and a big hit right at center ice. And he is hurt. Is that yeah, that's Rajenovic. What a hit. I hope he's all right. Fabian Walsh in. Looking to get a good shot off, but the Wild are keeping him to the outside. To the slot now, a shot. It's knocked off his stick. Storm. Oh, a punch right to the snout. And he's down. Bit of the rough stuff happening here. It's been like that all game, both sides putting the boots to each other. And there will be 2 minutes. Baker and Stevie Ray Adams having words with each other. It's getting rough, James. We'll have to bring that lower next time. Yeah.
Pardon?
At the Rockets leading 8-5. They try to, as I was saying to my son, they try to wear the opposition down. And in this case, the Wild are not allowing it to happen. They are pushing back with everything that they have and making it incredibly tough on the Rockets. So the next time these two teams play, I tell you right now, the Rockets will have to bring their A game right from the get-go. As they did, I mean, like I said, they had 10 shots to start the game. And the Wild scored on their first few shots, a couple goals. Nice move around them that'll go in outside. But, you know, it was quite an incredible effort by the Wild in the beginning, and the Rockets showing their, you know, how they won their championships by just continuing to press, continuing to do the job to get it done. And you know, the Wild are looking to have a great season this year. Let me tell you, with this effort, that puck is won for the Wild. Cross rink pass to Vesna. Dropped for Gibson. Back to the point to Huntley. He'll send it on goal. Look to deflect that one. Nice save there by Jenkins. Off the boards and down the ice to Garrow. Huntley behind his net. Coming out through center. Minute 15 remaining in the power play. 3:10 on the clock. Pass over. They'll cross the blue line. Gibson. Vesna. Cross ice pass. Looking again to Vesna. Back to Huntley. Creative Vesna that bounced on him and hit his foot. And that's going back, but Vesna is too fast. It's in front of it and protects that puck. He'll go in behind his own net and throw it back, and they'll reset. 45 seconds remaining in the power play. Huntley will drop that back, and Gibson through center. Gains the blue line along the half wall. He's pinned there. Good hits. Chris Newhook trying to move it out to the blue line, and it's into the neutral zone again. Thrown in, knocked down, the Rockets again. Bird knocked off the puck. Trying to get a good shot there. That's going to go into the corner and blown dead. Hard to see what's going on over there, but probably some type of scrum and mucking around. Great atmosphere here at the Anoa Lagoa Arena here in Akwesasne. Enjoyed our time here, and hopefully we'll be back soon. Garrow to the right of him. He's had a great game. Despite the score, he has played great and hasn't had a chance on any of the goals. Knocks his stick out of his hand. Fabian Walsh looking back to the point to Schnerik. Back over to Walsh. Schnerik heals that one. That's sent down the ice. Now the Rockets will have a power play for the last part of this game, except for 8 seconds. Schnerik across the blue line, sent rink wide. The top of that circle, and we'll settle it down and go back to Jolly. It's over to Caron. He's had a great game too, Caron. Penalty coming to the Rockets. High sticking. To the right of Matt Jenkins. Face off is one. Vesna couldn't play it. And out come the Rockets, but that shot and a stop by Garrow. Great effort to come back was Vesna. The shot, and Jenkins, or Corey Garrow come out to the top of his crease to make that save. Coming up on the 1 minute mark of the third period. And that's dumped down the ice. And it will not go for an icing. Nice play through center. Just out of the reach. Across the blue line. Drop pass. Throwing it in behind the net. Off the boards to the blue line. Back down to the top of the circle. Into the slot. A shot. It hits the outside of the post. Trying to get it out. They can't. Now they will. 10 remaining in the penalty, but 15 in the period. 12 in the period. And that is the game. The clock is not right. And that's the game. What an effort by both sides. And the Rockets come away with a 7-5 victory. And I'll give you the scoring summary for that game, or for that third period. A great effort on both sides of the coin. Akwesasne needs to be proud of themselves for the effort they gave here tonight. Oh, I can't get it to come up here. Salute the crowd. Well, what an effort. Final score 8-5 for North Dundas. And I can't actually get the scoring summary to come up for me in this game, folks, or I would have a post game for you. But all around, I mean, I would give my 3 stars of the game to, Cody Karanda, a great game. Gibson with a couple of goals, but Thomas Vesna's got to be there as well. And Evan Huntley had an incredible game as well. So an all-around effort, and what an atmosphere here in Akwesasne. They have a great fan base and a great arena as well, and we loved being here. What do you think, James?
Tremendous game, and I think, with the expectation of a brand new team, I don't know any of these players. I don't know. Are any of these players on this team recurring players?
Chris Newhook and Thomas Vesna. Thomas Vesna, for the Rockets?
No.
Chris Newhook and Thomas Vesna, they've been around for a while. They are elite hockey players as well, and there are a few of them on there that are returning players from Glengarry. It's Corey Garrow as well. But it was a great effort by Akwesasne to stay with it.
First game for a brand new team, I think they played tremendously. They got 5 goals. It doesn't matter what they lost by, because they only lost by, what, 2? 3?
Yeah, 3.
They put up 5 goals, and that's really all that I think that you should take away from this game in terms of a new team.
Absolutely. And playing the defending champions, and then winning 3 of 4 championships, coming out and putting up an 8-5 score against one of the best goalies in the league. They've got to walk away with their heads held high, and a great effort all around by Akwesasne and North Dundas to get off on the right track with their first victory of the season. So we'll end it there, folks. Like I say, next weekend, Akwesasne or Madawaska Valley welcoming us into their barn as they play the Arnprior Rivermen, and we are very excited to have that game for you. So from Akwesasne and the Anawalagoa Arena here in Akwesasne, final score 8-5 North Dundas over the Wild. So from James Bowl and myself, Billy Bowl, we thank you for tuning in. We love bringing it to you, and we hope you love it as much as we do. Bye for now.